Good morning, peoples of the internet. International 2, yes. I know, it's Monday. Drinking some delicious tea. Better, better drink it before it gets cold. Farmer Joe's working on a face mask for me, so that's pretty awesome. Hey, Lucky, hi, Iron Thunder. It's Monday because I talked, or I'm doing a stream on Monday morning because I talked to the dealership or the shop that's working on my truck, and they said they just barely put the windshield in, and it has to sit for several hours before I can drive it and before they get the safety thing passed on it. So he says earliest is at noon, so I might as well put in a YouTube stream of an hour or so because I'm going to be playing the game anyway. Well, you missed the last stream, so that's why I'm doing this one for you today, especially. The real reason I'm doing the stream today is just for you, Lucky. I knew you couldn't make yesterday's stream, so I had to stay home and do this one. I'm in trouble now. Everybody else saying the same thing. What about me? I'm like, uh-oh. It is early morning. I can't remember what field I was working on, so we're just gonna tab through stuff. I have a full trailer of potatoes. Come on, John Deere. I know it's uphill, and it's a full trailer of potatoes. It's a lot of work for you. Hey, Trev. Should be getting daylight here pretty quick. At 6 a.m. it starts getting daylight, so well, maybe it's more like 6:30, so we might have a little while of this almost dark, but you can see the oranges, or the sky is glowing orange. The orange is glowing sky, yeah. You don't like windscreen jobs? So it takes 24 hours for the rubber, the glue, the this stuff that sticks the windscreen in. Yeah, I get a new windshield usually once or twice a year. Um, I get quite a few comments to tell me to go fix my windshield. Um, we call them windshields up here. Same thing. Comments to get mine fixed all the time. It's like there's no point of fixing a windshield in BC in the winter. No point at all. Even in the summer, there's still a lot of rocks on the road. So in the mountains here, they don't like in the flatland when it's winter, they will spread some salt and some sand and stuff like that. Here in the mountains, You can't have a little bit of sand on the road and it'll give you traction. You want rocks on the road. So you want gravel on the road. And unfortunately, that's like driving gravel roads in, let's say, in the prairies where you drive all the gravel roads. Every time there's oncoming car coming, there's a good chance you're going to get a rock in the windshield. So all winter long, we're getting pinged by rocks in the windshield. So crush rock, well, it's not actually crushed rock because it's all um, the little marbles naturally have been smoothed out over glaciers and stuff like that. Um, but small little pebbles, smaller than your pinky nail, about the size of your pinky nail, gravel on the road, and you get nailed with those on the highway all the time. So the only reason we're replacing it now, it's tipping on the wrong side, but that's okay, is because it has to be replaced to pass safety, and all trucks have to pass safety twice a year. Oh, we got alien Nathaniel. I always call you Nathan, but Nathaniel. But they were cardboard cows. You ate the cardboard because you replaced them with cardboard cards. You replaced them with cardboard cows yesterday, so now you ate the cardboard ones. So, sucker. Yeah, with the mountains being the steep grades we have, they spread a lot of that gravel on the road, which means we have windshields that are cracked all the time. So 2 windshields a year most of the time. Every now and then a windshield will last through the summer and it doesn't have to be replaced in the fall. But in the spring and in the fall we go through safety on the trucks, and if the windshield's cracked, need a new one. Yeah, I see Australian truckers. A lot of Australian truckers have windshield mesh on them. I don't know why that's not a thing here. It might be a law thing. I think it's something to do with impeding line of vision or something like that. %32 of the way to a new tractor. Yeah, the window mesh would definitely stop all the small little rocks from hitting the windshield. And the mud, hadn't thought of the mud. Yeah, if you got thick mud, do that trick as well. It's starting to get brighter out. You can start seeing the crops and stuff. Hey, Gunner. Yeah, I guess you guys have some serious mud in Australia. You guys have some extreme weather in Australia. I think I totally missed some potatoes there. See on my next round. I find if I put the tire right in the between the rows, or the hood centered on the one row, it'll harvest those two rows perfectly. It looks like I got all the potatoes on the last run, last pass. Looks like it anyway. Way past it. So line up. Line up, bud. Line up. This harvester works. I'm definitely looking forward to getting a higher end harvester, but it works. I hadn't thought of that mud making your truck overweight, but yeah, we have to worry about that in the winter with snow making our trucks overweight. You have to think about how much weight you put on. It's like, oh, there's a snowstorm up there, so we gotta leave a little less weight off so that we're not illegal weight. Bismarck in motion. Man, those aliens are being violent to me. King of the ocean. You're listening to Sabaton. And yes, I'm starting to enjoy Sabaton music. But I'll never admit it. You have two Lexon, one for Lexion? Lexon? What is a Lexion? Is that like... Hmm? Is that a tractor name brand that I'm not familiar with? One for corn and one for wheat. All right, duh. I recall now. Yes, you're a mod. Yeah, my brain wasn't working. It's too early. I slept in. So you just leave a corn header on one of them and a wheat header on the other one? Oh, and you've got sound for them now. That's awesome. Oh, apparently I'm full. Yeah, I wasn't. I was just Lexon. I'm like, what is that? But yeah, it's a class Lexon combine. It's like, yep, I recall. You replaced your truck wiring harness. I was just talking to a driver that I was helping train. He was having issues with the DPF warning coming on. Basically, the message would be that your filter is completely clogged up, and then it said it's fine, and then it's completely clogged up, and then it's fine. I'm like, you have a wiring issue. If you're not careful, it will shut that truck down. I've had that experience. You want that truck to go into the shop. You don't have actual DPF problems, you have a wiring issue. Hmm? Yeah, for a new driver, that's very important to get in the shop because I remember that wiring issue got so bad on me, it shut down on me at night around a corner doing 100 kilometers per hour. No power steering, no lights. Yeah, it definitely kept me awake for a little bit. Yeah, it could be a sending unit as well. Yep, you're right. You're gonna make 3D tracks? I didn't realize the tracks were 3D in game. I thought they were just flat tracks. Okay, put cruise control on. Use keyboard to do steering. You're doing okay? The answer is no, she's not doing okay. And she burnt herself as well when she made me breakfast, so kind of feel sorry for her. So, custom modding is making 3D tracks for some of their tractors. Yeah, I bet those are really hard to do. Okay, so, because your Ben's truck had a sender that failed on it, yeah. With those wiring sensors, yeah, there's modern trucks have a lot of issues with stuff like that. I wish it wouldn't change tip side. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, if you get the tracks wrong, it doesn't look super realistic. But with 3D tracks, doesn't that cause some serious lag on slower computers? Not the track that the wheel make. Oh, okay. So you're not large amounts. Okay. So you're talking about the tracks on the actual tires? Like the actual tires are three-dimensional. Instead of just painted flat to make it, instead of it being painted to make it look 3D, you're actually making them 3D. Yeah, unfortunately, private mods are a thing. I'm always jealous. I followed some groups and it's like, oh, I can't actually get these mods from. Oh, darn. I understand why people have private mods, private group mods, but because of theft. But it's still kind of annoying for the rest of us. Like, but you made this beautiful mod and you're keeping it to yourself. So it doesn't work for me. Um, like I joined a couple of groups. I'm like, oh, okay, if I join them, then I can get these mods. Oh, wait, I can't use them for multiplayer because I can't share these links for other people. So I'm like, well, that's no good for me. Oop, oop, get off the field. Don't want any soil compaction there. It'd be cool if the game actually had soil compaction. Bought a Freightliner FL95. Detroit Diesel 60 series. Making good progress on this field. See, now you guys are just you're just making fun of us, or rubbing our noses in it. It's like you're gonna have a whole John Deere farm, nice sprayers, and we can't use any of it. Okay, the one's coming to Mod Hub. Okay. I know, I was talking about soil compaction, and here I am doing U-turns on the other field. FLD, so Freightliner. Yeah, I'm wondering what my next truck will be. Because I'll be honest, I better not be in this truck for a long time, or else I will be extremely unhappy. Even though I like this truck more than my last truck, at least the interior part of it. I don't want to be in this truck for a very long time because it doesn't have the 2 bunks, and I want Jess to be coming with me. Once it's safe to do so. Once the coronavirus thing is gone. Or at least to a safer numbers. No, it'll be Iron Thunder. It'll be your map that you've made, so you post it wherever you can. If you can make money off of that map, even better. Missed some potatoes here. Actually, I haven't even looked at the map recently. I know you were spending a lot of time on that last time when I knew you were working on it, um, on that Ganantal sign, which was pretty cool. I should go online and download it again just to play with it a little bit. Missed a little bit on the end there, didn't I? Because it was full. Okay. There. Actually. Yes. Cows are a little bit to clean up. I should fuel up this. Maybe I should not. Let's run it low on fuel and keep it low on fuel. Don't fuel it up because eventually we'll get rid of this tractor. Last little bit of potatoes. You know what? I have to do something I forgot to do yesterday. I am going to there's links I have to watch today again. Quickly see where I'm delivering today, just so I don't have to do that once the truck is ready. Okay, grab the paperwork, because I have a feeling once the truck is ready I'm going to have to boogie to make the delivery in time before they close. Okay, what's the address? 1904 Old Okanagan Highway. Okay. That's an easy enough yard to get into. It's a huge yard. Yeah, that's a big yard. So that's actually very close to where my trailers are. So I'm going to be delivering there, and I've parked my trailers up here in this yard, which has changed. There's a building there now and there's parking. So that's, once I grab my trailers I just have to go down here. Probably don't even have to go on the highway, just stay on the side streets. Stay on the service road, pull right on in. Cool. That's easy. That is easy. And of course I have to get there first from home, which is down here. So I gotta drive up there, grab the trailers, delivery. Okay, that'll be pretty easy to do. Should have no problem making that delivery as long as the truck is done around lunch. Okay, back to gaming. And I'm going to keep this load of potatoes. I'm just going to dump them in the shed. Yeah, the quick and easy is kind of nice once in a while too, but honestly I prefer the long and complicated one. Like the long Kitimat run. That was nice. Yeah, there's always downsides to runs like that too. The upside is a lot more money, a lot of scenery I don't normally see. If Jess was with me, it wouldn't be as bad resetting way up north, but having a weekend all to yourself up north has its downsides. But once in a while I'm okay with it. If Jess was with me, I wouldn't mind having those on a regular basis. You're ripping your soybean field. I'll have to plow my potato field because I don't have a ripper yet. Of your new truck, your new Freightliner that you got? Yep. Okay, let's park this harvester. Eventually we'll own a pressure washer too, and we can wash our equipment. I kind of wish that those two dudes on the potato harvester would only show up when the potato harvester is on, because those two dudes have to stand here in the forest until I'm ready to use it again. What's that? Maybe they are aliens. It's finally a nice warm sunny day there. Yeah, those are good. It's not a nice warm sunny day here. It's a cloudy, rainy day here. Not raining down here, but I know I just said down here, but not raining down in the valley, but the mountains are, it's raining on the mountains. Well, it might be snowing up there for all I know. Yeah, that's about the perfect thing to do on a nice sunny warm day. Head out on your bike and enjoy the weather. Just grab that John Deere and dump those potatoes in the shed over there. So Lucky, you would actually, maybe possibly know. This John Deere, is that a air pressure starter? It sounds like an air pressure starter. It's definitely not an electric starter, right? So I'm thinking it's doing air pressure starting like some of the rigs you were talking about. Not air pressure. Yeah, Spacewalker, with this COVID thing, who knows when things are gonna get back to normal. And like, I was looking at some things, I'm like, nope, no point of looking at those things until this COVID thing's over and see what happens after that. Okay, so this uses a starter motor, and the starter motor so does the starter motor pump air into the engine to get it to turn over? I know we could go sell this, but I'm going to store this. hang on. I'm gonna go work on my mask, or Jess is working on my mask. So it's a, so it cranks it open, or okay, so it opens the cylinder chambers, and that's why we're getting the hissing air. Oh, okay. That mask actually works really well. Holds tighter than I expected it to. It's hard to get back off, which is probably a good thing. Okay, so basically it's opening up the compressor so that it's easier to turn over the two-cylinder engine. Because if the valves are all closed, there's not enough power to turn over the engine. So you got to open it up, start turning over the engine, add fuel, and then close up the valves again in the appropriate rhythm of normal engine. That's good. Let's get rid of this pallet fork. It looks like it's been run over a couple of times. Am I going to vaccinate from corona? I don't know. We have to wait and see what's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what the health people suggest and go from there. I'm definitely high risk at getting corona, so we'll see. I have not made up my mind. That's not a good place to put forks. Really, I should leave the forks at the store because that's the only time I use them. So maybe I'll do that next time we head to a store, which will be eventually. I'll bring those with to the store and just leave them at the store. Alright, Spacewalker, enjoy your space biker. Enjoy your space bike ride. Why can this not be performed here? But I want you to perform this here. You're annoying me. I need you to perform this here. You can perform it here? Okay. We'll do it like this then. Extra work for me. Lucky, I actually watched a video of someone starting up an old tractor with a shotgun shell. That was pretty cool. Alright, so now that little gray Fergie's going to get some work. What? Are you kidding me? Why? Why? Why are you being the way you're being? Don't think that should make a difference, but yeah. Why can I not dump potatoes in the shed? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. Well, I guess there's just going to be a big pile of potatoes here for now. It won't let me put potatoes in the shed. Under the roof. Just leave the potatoes there then. Yeah, the gunpowder is basically um, the kick the engine needs to turn over. Yeah, the placeable must have been not coated so that I can put something in it. Oh well. I guess I'll get over it. Let's jump in this tractor. Let's do some fertilization. Yeah, I can store bales in it. Yes, that's the fertilizer here. Oh, do I need to lime that field too? Hang on, let's take a look here. Let's see. It needs plowing. Once it's plowed, it needs lime. Okay. In that case, let's lime it first. Because the way the game works, it makes it really easy to see what you've fertilized in that. Trev, what kind of videos do you make for the YouTubes? Minecraft and FS19 and some other random games. Cool. Oh, FS18 for mobile. Yeah, I'm overlapping way too much there. But I missed landing along the edge here. See if we can do this without being too wasteful. When will I be trucking again? Hopefully in an hour or so. Hopefully I get an email or a call here soon. Hey Lucky, welcome to the club. I cannot talk in my videos either because I hate the sound of my voice. That's why I can't edit my own videos. All I do is stitch them together. That's just the thing. I think we all hate our own voice. And I think the reason for that is because we don't hear our own voice. We hear the vibrations through our skull, and our own voice sounds different to us than to the rest of the world. Will I film trucking live? No. Two reasons. Mountains, we have such spotty cell service, there's no way of doing live trucking in BC. And second, our data is so expensive that I couldn't afford to do live streaming trucking. So that's the only two reasons why that will not happen. In the future that might happen with with things like Starlink. If you can get Wi-Fi anywhere in the world, you can live stream anywhere in the world. So things like Starlink might make it so that I can live stream. And if that ever happens, I forget editing videos. All my videos would become live stream. If it's live stream, I couldn't edit out words on the VHF. I'd have to make sure I turn that all the way off. Because trucker talk is not family friendly. Well, live streaming would be okay if I wouldn't be dangerous if I just hit the record button and then ignore the I definitely couldn't read comments if live streaming. If Jess is with, she could read the comments, but I would not be able to read comments while driving. That'd be way too dangerous to do. But if I got a co-pilot, that would be, the co-pilot could be answering questions and stuff like that while I'd be live streaming. Second channel for the mature content, right? The mature trucker one. Yes. You may start plowing that, yep. Barely even noticed her synchronize and get in here. No, you barely noticed you synchronize. It was that quick of a synchronization. Lots of lime in the lime bag. That's good. And we still have to drive all this way because of whoever coated these fertilizer and lime spreaders. It doesn't work at the bins that I have on the farm, so I have to buy bags. And the lime bags are too heavy for that Fergie to pick up. The fertilizer bags are light enough for the Fergie to pick up, but not the lime bags. So the fertilizer bags, I buy 3 of them, put them on the trailer. Ferguson picks them up, puts them on the trailer, and then I bring the trailer down. So fertilizer isn't super annoying, but lime is super annoying. You turn your phone off when driving. Yeah, it's. I don't turn mine off, but you can't be playing on the phone while driving. Um, if I get messages on it and they pop up type of thing and go, next time I take a break, I'll go look at the phone, right? Yeah, looking at a phone is actually expensive tickets over here now, so that's good. People are doing it less, but I find now with it being illegal to be on your phone when driving, as a big rig driver, I'm sitting so much higher. I look down at cars, and there are so many people's phones down in their lap, and they keep kind of looking down at their lap. I'm like, now you've just made it even more dangerous by doing that. Now you don't have your phone in front of you at the windshield. Now you're looking down, away from the windshield. It's like, great, you're making it worse. But yes, phones are extremely distracting when driving, very dangerous. I find when I use my hands-free Bluetooth, when I'm speaking while driving, even just that, I'm not touching the phone, not looking at the phone, but just concentrating on a conversation on Bluetooth is slightly distracting from driving. It does make it more dangerous, even just talking on Bluetooth. Oh, the lights in the shed just turned off. Turn the tractor lights off too. What's that? You're extremely hungry? Way overlapping there. What a waste of lime. Ha, there's no way to get that all. If I hadn't been overlapping as much, this wouldn't be a problem. My favorite Sabaton song so far. Well, because of oh, I'm empty. Because of podcast No Dumb Questions, I'm kind of more exposed to winged hussars, and I quite enjoyed that one quite a lot. So for now, that's my favorite, but who knows, that may change. You guys can probably tell when I'm keyboard driving or controller driving. The steering is nice and smooth around the corner when I'm using the controller. Turn cruise control on, put the controller down, and then run with my keyboard, and it's like jerky turns. Ghost in the Trenches is about a Canadian sniper. Yeah, that might tickle the tickle my fancies a bit. You might be correct there. I might enjoy that song. Yeah, um, especially big rig drivers, they should not be have their eyes on any kind of screen. The eyes should be out of the windshield or into the mirrors. That's where the eyes should be. Windshield and mirrors. You need to know every car around you, and you need to look at the load secure as well while you're driving along. Keep an eye on the load behind you, because you never know when something goes wrong. I use GPS. It's actually very handy in the mountains. GPS is a really good tool when in the mountains it's snowing or raining hard or foggy, and you can't see very far down the road. Um, the GPS will tell you what direction the next corner goes. So it's helpful. Take a quick glance at the GPS. Okay, next corner is a left-hand turn. Okay, keep an eye for the road to turn that direction. So it's an added little safety thing there. And I don't have to touch the GPS. It's voice command to tell it to do anything. But um, my eyes are very rarely on the GPS. But I do use it as a tool, especially when the roads are very foggy or really bad. I like to anticipate what direction the next corner is, and there's corners everywhere, right? So it's like, okay, left-hand turn, then the right-hand turn. Okay, so you just take a quick glance at it. So and just because you're using that doesn't mean now you have permission to drive faster because you can predict what the corner is. No, 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 no. You're still driving the same speed because you don't want to go faster. Because if you start going faster, it's like, oh, I can predict every corner. I can fly around these corners. Dude in front of you doesn't have a GPS, and you're not going to see him, and you're now one of their bumper ornaments. Yeah, if you run the same exact roads over and over, well then GPS is useless. GPS is really handy for roads that you don't know at all. I know some people just use Google Maps, but that doesn't work very well for truckers. Quarantine. See, that's the trailer I was talking about. That's where we have to store our fertilizer on. Buy 3 pallets, put it on there, and I wanted to do the same thing with lime, but the pallets are too heavy. And this fertilizer will not pick, or lime in this case, will not pick up lime from this tank we have here. Period. Or we'll pick up fertilizer from the tank on this side. It just won't do it, which is a coating issue. Oh, I remember, Thunder. Remember Farmer Joe was complaining that she bought a load of seed and it disappeared? That was what, yesterday or the day before? She bought a whole load of seed and it just magically disappeared. I don't know if you remember that or not. And I still run old school map as well. He doesn't remember. So basically, she filled up that little seeder with 100 seeds, and it just disappeared. Stop planting. The seed just magically disappeared, and she's like, "I just loaded the thing, and now it's gone." She unloaded the seed. Must have accidentally hit the shoulder buttons and on the controller the unload anywhere option, and all the seed disappeared. But we didn't realize she had unloaded the seed until yesterday. On the top right corner, all of a sudden I saw there was a seed pallet. It's like, it says solid fertilizer, big bag fertilizer, and lime, big bag lime, and then there was seed, big bag. I'm like, wait, there's exactly 100. That's exactly how much disappeared. And somewhere on this map, there's a big bag of seed. So she loaded seed from this seed bin here, and when she unloaded it, it unloaded it in the middle of this rock. So I had to hit the F4 button and walk around searching, and I found a pallet of seed in the middle of this rock. So I went and loaded the seeder, backed up into the rock, and that did the job and got rid of the bag of seed that was hidden inside a rock. So you can hide stuff inside the rock. Just because all the rocks are rocks that if you cut that one post, they all disappear. So somehow they're coated so that the rock isn't solid. Are you guys finding this really annoying? Wireframe. So the rocks are coated in a way that when the seeds get unloaded, they can appear inside those rocks. So you gotta be careful when unloading on this map. Okay, I'll get rid of the wireframe. But the wireframe is very handy when you have lost something and can't find it. Oh yeah, if you want to see how flat the ground is, wireframe is very handy to see where the bumps in the fields are. Yep. This field looks pretty darn flat. Has a nice even curve up. Anybody playing FS19, you can turn the wireframe on pretty easy. All you'd have to do is hit F4. Oh wait, you might have to do something before that, right? You might have to activate something. Jess doesn't think so. You have to turn on developer mode. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, wait, there must be something you have to do to turn that option on. I think. At least you used to have to do that to get into that. I was wondering if she's going to hit me or not. Was I ready for you to hit me? I forgot to repair the lime spreader after using it. I think we're making really good progress to a new tractor. Let's take a look here. What's that? I concede? Because the grass needs cutting in the one corner there. I don't think I've ever planted or seeded potatoes yet, so... Oh, that's right, the power, because it's a hill, our tractor doesn't have the horsepower to do it. So it's a little interesting on how we have to do the seeding. Oh, you're out of that tractor? Okay, I'll grab the potato seeder and so just this little patch that can have grass cut. Okay, so you got the potato harvester here. Oh, you got the tractor here as well. Okay, all set up for me. Let's lower it. This bucket doesn't go. Do both sides load separately, or is it going to be one? Oh yeah, it's one. It treats it as one. Okay, both load at the same. It's going to save us some money by keeping some potatoes. Instead of selling the potatoes and then buying potato seed, just hold on to some potatoes to fill up our seeder. Oh, lift the potato. Yeah, this seeder is definitely way too big for this tractor, but it's the biggest tractor we have, and going uphill, there's just no way I can pull this thing. Hang on, he's doing a... Okay, what? How many miles is that then? So toilet paper run, how many trailers is he hauling? And how many miles is he putting in to do a toilet paper run? Are you guys still having toilet paper shortages there? Because we had crazy toilet paper shortages here, and then all the stores limited how much we could purchase, and that got it all under control. Yeah, there's still a limit on how much we can buy, but at least it's under control now, and we can... Hand sanitizer is still impossible to buy. Oh, I was going to plant oilseed radish first. Oh well. Too late. Two trailers, 700 kilometers. Yeah, 700 kilometers is a nice run. It's a good distance run. So I just have to remember to fertilize this again after. Yeah, it saves. Because with oilseed, you have to seed the oilseed and then cultivate it and then seed this again. On Wednesday, you're doing a 1,765-kilometer run. That's a long run. That's a that's a nice, real long run. Fortunately, I don't get long runs like that very often, or very, very rarely do I get a long run like that. You're doing 4 trailers, crossing a desert. Hey, I forgot you sent me photos. I was going to look at those. Because I think we have very desolate desert land here in the U.S. It is some crazy, huge deserts and stuff. But then you look at a map, and um, if I think that's crazy deserts, imagine this and that. Some crazy deserts. Is there a shortcut up here somewhere? Oh yeah, new Facebook. I've gone to the new Facebook. Oh yeah, that's a cool looking truck. Definitely old school dump truck Freightliner. Big square hood. Honestly, I think Facebook making that change reminded me of MySpace. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's the right direction to go. Yes, the fact that I like that part, being able to see better if a notification has been read or not. $6,000 for that truck. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is to Canadian funds, but that doesn't seem crazy price. How many kilometers does it have on it? just used for city runs. Short runs in the city, construction work. Oh, I can move trailer around too, probably for construction equipment on the back, like a flatbed. We see a lot of dump truck like that and flatbed trailer combo. Also double dump truck, a trailer with a dumper on it as well. We saw in Vancouver, we see a lot of dump trucks hauling a trailer, and the dumper on the trailer. So first, the dump truck gets near site where they wanna dump whatever they're hauling. They're gonna dump their gravel. So they get near the work site, they drop their trailer, then go dump the load that's on the truck, and then they go back up to the trailer, move the dumper on the trailer into the dumper on the truck. So the dumper on the trailer is a little bit narrower, a little bit smaller than the dumper on the truck. It just slides right onto the truck, and then the truck drives back into location and dumps, backs back to the trailer, moves that dumper onto the trailer, pulls forward, connects back to the trailer, and then drives away. Okay, so you're going to take the tipper section off of the dump truck and make it a flatbed. Oh, okay. So you're converting the dump truck into what you call a prime mover or just a semi truck. Basically, putting a fifth wheel on it, and then it'll haul a normal flatbed trailer or whatever trailer. It'll haul any semi trailers. So you're gonna have a stretch frame on it, basically. Yeah, but because it's a dump truck, isn't the frame stretched already? Oh no, I guess it's pretty short. It's a short dumper. I was thinking it'd be a longer. Yeah, it's so you're gonna keep it just as is. I mean, it's going to be a little bit longer. You got a bit of a space here between the tank and the tires, but not a lot longer. It'll be almost like just a regular length. Okay, see, I'm not thinking about sleeper. If it had a full size sleeper on it, it's just a normal length semi truck. Yeah. I did install the new vineyard mod into this game, so I'm looking forward to trying out some vineyards and greenhouses. Got our greenhouses that I'm looking to try. I've never done any of these greenhouses. More greenhouses. Another greenhouse. It's a vineyard. Maybe I didn't turn it on in the options yet. Oh yeah. I think a lot of people don't actually realize that this is the exact same. It's not exact same truck, but You can convert this back and forth from a dump truck to a day cab. You could put a sleeper on it. They're all the same frame. They're all the same truck. Just some trucks have a fifth wheel on them. Other ones have a dumper on them. Um, some have a van on them, cube van on them. Some have sleepers on them. They're all the same truck. Yep, almost on this field. And then you can run the forage wagon with this while I fertilize this field. Okay, the grass needs to be fertilized as well, so yeah, I'll run the fertilizer as soon as I'm done this field. Probably have 4 or 5 passes. Let's see if my guess is correct or not. So that would be pass number 5. Let's see if we can get it done in another 4. If not, I'm fired for not guessing right. Would be past 3 or 4 I'm doing right now. Pass number 3. Yeah, I think it'll work out nicely. Pass number 2, and then there should be one more pass. I think my guess will be on. Pretty hilly fields up that way, so we're going to have to remember if we buy north, it's going to be some pretty mountainous stuff, so we might want to buy south until we got a little more horsepower. There we go. I think I guessed dead on. Okay, I'll go park this. I'll go fix it, park it, grab the fertilizer, and then she can use this tractor while I run the other one. Park this in the shed. What's that? We went there last year? Huh. Okay, tractor's all yours. Well, I'll have to get off of it first. So we'll take that blade off so it doesn't need constant repair just for riding along. Wrong button. No, I'm fertilizing. So this tractor can fertilize. Let's take a look. Yeah, the truck with the sleeper is slightly longer. Now that looks more like a crew cab type of thing, but yeah, with the... Okay, let's fertilize her grass here. Oh yeah, she windrowed them into these huge rows. Crazy rows. Oh, you windrowed them so big because you didn't have access to a tractor that could collect the hay, so it's like, yeah, I'll keep windrowing them. Wow. You might have to back the trailer onto those. You can't get to the corner. I like being in the way. Hey, Rensby. Oh, yeah. She burnt her finger, so she's having a hard time playing today. Okay, I'm gonna fertilize that field we'll wait for Farmer Joe to collect that grass, and then we'll call it a stream, because I'm going to get ready for work. I wasn't expecting to stream at all today until they said won't be ready till a few hours. I'm like, okay, we'll going through the ceiling already, just got here. Going through the ceiling, that's interesting use of words. We've been here for over 2 hours. It's not my fault you slept in, Rensby. $6? Yeah, that's a big difference. Yeah, I would rather sell the hay at the store for $6 difference. Of course, nobody was expecting me to stream on a Monday morning, including myself, so. YouTube did not give you a notification. Blast you, YouTube. Why, YouTube? Why? Yeah, I guess you guys, especially in Australia, when you guys are in the middle of nowhere, making it easier to change tires is a good thing. So running those, you call them spider rims, they're like split rims. It would make it easier to swap a tire in the middle of nowhere. You do not see those very often here in Canada. It's just not a rim you see very often. Rain in the forecast? No! Not rain. I don't want rain in the forecast. Oh yeah, I downloaded that new mod for puddles. That'll be interesting. There we go. I'm assuming weeds will show up over here next, so I'm going to park this here. Oh. Maybe I'll leave the weeder here, but those fields are ready for harvest before weeds showed up, so. Get the combine ready. do you have an idea? What's your idea? Hang on. Get around this corner here. Yeah, diesel's getting about a little below half a tank. Okay, so you're looking at map. You're saying field 24. Field 24 is very hilly. Yep, but only this bottom part's useful. Yep. I was thinking of putting greenhouses and vineyards over here, right next to the cows. Yep. Buying field 24 would be a bad idea right now. 26 would be a bad idea. 27. I mean 16. 27 would be a good idea, I think. 28, 29, 30. Those are all good ideas. 30, 36 is pretty bumpy. 37 is pretty bumpy. So I'm thinking we're going to buy 25 or 27 next. 25 might be the better, because we're already on this border building stuff, so adding greenhouses around all these rocks up here, and then maybe extra cattle and stuff. We could go pigs over here or whatever. Well, we'll expand it. Let it grow naturally. But okay, Iron Thunder just shared a picture of the Ganantal map that he's building for me. It's pretty awesome. Oop, look where I'm going. I do have to go though. And Iron Thunder has to go, so yeah, sounds good. We're gonna bail out as well, so I'll see you guys next weekend, hopefully, live. And I do have an extra camera mount now, so you guys are gonna get picture within picture a little bit more often now. I'm gonna try at least once a week to use a 2-camera view for my trucking videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy that a little more. So look forward to that next week. Not this week, but next week I'm going to start having at least, I'm going to try one video a week where I have an extra camera angle. Right now I'm just testing stuff out. We'll see what works best, but we'll see how that goes. You guys enjoy the week. Enjoy the rest of the Monday. We'll see you on the road.